like you're doing the nonna with the raspberries.
Yes.
Do you know what else is a raspberry?
Look, watch Daddy.
That's called blowing up.
So I feel like I'm in a slump today, this morning. Don't you reckon that kids just know when to make you laugh? When you're like actually like, not like you just tell them you've had enough, but when you've like actually had enough, they just make you laugh. I reckon it's like mold, sick. I think my cortisol just dropped. Billie, do you know what I think? I think my cortisol just dropped because we've finally made the decision that we're moving house. So I think the stress of not knowing like really got to me, but then she does this every time I'm on a phone call. It fucking drives me nuts. I'm turning it off. Like, so you can see while I'm packing. Okay, I need one detox tea, please, Billie.
What's detox?
You know,
Is that the green one?
yes, it is. You know, it's the green one, and that's for this person. I need for the next one. I need 2 detox teas, please. But then you also don't want to be like
Testing. Hello, welcome to Billy's podcast.
yeah. Hey girl, welcome to the A Mouthful podcast.
I'm your host, Dee.
We've listened to it way too much. So here's a regular day in the life. What I'm actually about to do is I'm about to sit here and with the same camera record what I always record for the FlowFit girls. So once you jump into FlowFit, you sign up. It's a 6-week program. You have a prep week to start, so you don't actually start like on the day because obviously like you need time to set things up. You need to clear out your pantry and eat up all the bad food and then restock with the beautiful nutritious foods that you're going to use with FlowFit, obviously. So what I always do once every fortnight is I get a stack of questions that everybody just chucks into the Facebook FlowFit family Facebook community. Charlie is just like licking his leg and it is killing my life. Sorry for the sound issues. Just about to do right now. So I've got like my assistant just makes me like this big long list of questions and then I just jump in and I just answer them. And I think it's really important because I don't do one-on-one clients anymore and a lot of people DM me like every day asking me, can you do one-on-ones? Can you point me in the direction of someone that's like you, that thinks like you? And I really feel like this is my way of being able to essentially do one-on-one consults without doing one-on-one consults because I'm still able to personalize the program because this program is made specifically for women with PCOS, and that was me. This program actually helped me fall pregnant. But the crazy thing is, you know, I'm a mad studier. I will never stop studying. I'm like a student of life and I love to dive into textbooks and just like learn about everything. And so what I've been doing over the last 10 years is learning about different hormonal issues and different like typical issues that women face. PCOS is actually the most common hormonal issue that women face. And 1 in 5 women face this issue. Actually, it's 650,000 women in 2019, that was the number, that are actually dealing with PCOS. And I would say that there are a lot of women that are still undiagnosed. So that's a lot of women. That is just in Australia alone. So then there's also things like endometriosis and hypothalamic amenorrhea. And these are probably the 2 like next most common ones. So that's why, you know, it's really interesting with FlowFit is that like the treatment program for FlowFit actually overlaps very much so for those other 2 hormonal issues. So that's why kind of like, I don't like to just pigeonhole myself as PCOS, although I do know that there are so many women with PCOS, like I had PCOS like 13 years ago. So And I'm constantly, I'm constantly managing it. So I'm constantly doing my own program. Anyway, I know that a lot of women, they'll go in there and it's not exactly a one size fits all, because you might still want to keep your, membership that you have to Pilates, or your, boutique studio that you go to. So it's like, how can you make FlowFit work within your own life? Or maybe you're allergic to some foods, or maybe you have food intolerances, whatever it might be. I wanted to be able to have a forum and a place where once a fortnight I could come on and I could answer your questions, so that I was still able to give you some kind of personalization, so that it did feel like I was essentially doing a one-on-one consult. So that's what I'm about to do right now. And this is really for me, like, where I can really help the most. I mean, obviously I can help with my program, but I really feel like I can help the most here, because this is like in real time. What experiences are people having? What troubles are they facing? And so I can help to troubleshoot. And then if I got like a really frequently asked question, it's kind of like feedback for me. If I got a question that like everybody was asking every single week, and they're like, this is a really big issue, well, then I would actually just change FlowFit, the program, to cater to that, because obviously it's a big issue that a lot of people are facing. So I could definitely do that. And so that's why I love, doing the fortnightly Q&As, because it gives feedback, but it also gives like a large level of personalization, because I'm kind of like your nutritionist and PT in your pocket. Like, once you're in FlowFit and once you're in a Facebook community, just ask away. It's like anything's on the table. So however I can make FlowFit work better with your life, that's the whole aim of it. So I'm about to do that now.
So my fingers are probably red by now. Oh, and actually I'm wearing my red glasses, my red light glasses. So it's night outside. That's why I'm wearing my red light glasses. I'm just like making myself some pomegranate as some like dessert. I kind of felt like something a bit sweet. Super tasty. Great choice. So, I've been going on and on with this YouTube series so long. It's all about my wanting to fall pregnant. And really, I only want to fall pregnant so that that's a small age gap between Billie and baby number 2. But like, I know I've got years and years of being fertile. I'm putting the pressure on myself for fights when they're older, and they're like, I hate you. But they're going to have those fights anyway. Surely they're going to have those fights anyway. And what I'm trying to prevent is Billie being a mum to this baby, because there's like so much of a gap. Anyway, are these weird things to think? I don't know. But basically, like, I've been doing this whole YouTube series to talk about falling pregnant and to do this big pregnancy prep. And then I was like, yes, this is going to be the month. It's May and I'm ovulating. But like, the plan was like to try and fall pregnant this month. But like, this mold situation at my house where you can't even see it, but like the door is like always close to my room and always close to the bathroom, unless obviously we need to use it. We're basically living in a 1-bedroom place because we're all sleeping in Billie's room. Oh my God, let me show you the setup. Come. It's Billie's bed. It's our bed. And then this is literally, we don't even go in here. So, and okay, let me just show you. So this is just like a whole bunch of like, all our stuff is kind of just like semi-packed away. The rest of the whole room is just empty, right? This is my mold situation. I'm not joking when I say this is the leak. It is tiny. Like, that's it. That's all it is. There's a little bit of like paint coming off, like kind of curling up here, pretty much like that, right? And there's nothing else. There's literally nothing else. But this mattress wasn't even in here. We had like a new mattress that was like all about breathability and like VOCs and stuff like that. So it was like super low tox and all that jazz. Anyway, so you could like, I mean, you can't even, there's nothing that you can see, but like I said, my spidey senses, because I know what my body is like when I have mold illness. I was like, nah, I'm telling you, Gus, there's like, we need to get this house tested. There's something like, there's some mold in here somewhere. My landlord doesn't really know what he's doing. He doesn't really like, he can't really appreciate like how much of a big deal this is for me, especially because I want to fall pregnant right now. I'm not even going to get upset about it, but people don't take it seriously enough, and it freaking pisses me off. So you can't see it. I got it tested. It's 10 times higher than the normal or like allowed safe range in there. And you can't see a thing. There's no discolored walls. All you can see is that tiny little, that tiny little lines where the leak has come out previously and hasn't even been leaking in the last couple of weeks, but was leaking once from all those heavy rains like months ago. And that's it. If you're watching this and you aren't sure if you've got mold symptoms or not, like skin rashes, headaches, gut disturbances, like small things, like I haven't been bloated in years. Honestly, my FlowFit program has changed my life. Like when I implemented it, I was like, mate, this is next level. I used to have bloating all the time. I don't bloat anymore. FlowFit is like literally a one size fits all for like every freaking problem as a female. Side note. But I'm having like my stomach's a little bit like not right. That also happened when I started to pee a lot. My pee heaps at the moment because mold affects antidiuretic hormone. Like little like eczema here along my face. Sorry, I like have zero makeup on. You would think that I had like a lovely day, but actually I was crying for most of it. But I do feel better. Mood disturbances and mood swings. Exhibit A. Blocked sinuses. I haven't been able to sleep with mouth tape for months, and it's annoys me so much because like you guys know how obsessed I am with like making sure I can breathe through my mouth. Itchy eyes, itchy and irritated eyes. My dark circles, I don't know. My dark circles, can you see how dark the circles are around my eyes? Like especially here. Let's just get a close up. I'm trying to be the picture of health here. You know, this is probably just the universe talking to me again, saying, hey girl, don't feel pregnant just because of like you're trying to make other people happy, or like Billie in 10 years happy. Anyway, long story short, my chiropractor especially, but also me, doesn't think this is the month to fall pregnant. I'm like in two minds about it. Like I want to go on a detox before I fall pregnant, but at least I'll be sick with a non-sick mind, you know, like my mind is clear. I got peace of mind. I know that I did my best. I don't want this baby to suffer with anything fungal or any skin infections, or I'm going to do my freaking best, my best. I'm going to try my best. We're still on the journey to pregnancy prep. So the mold is what it is this month. So the mold's a bit of a situation, and yeah, like we're moving out, and I've been very, very stressed about it. Very stressed. I'm like, where are we going to live? We just have to get out of here, like in like a week now, or like a week and a bit now. I want to keep Billie in her school, like in her like daycare, we call it school. I want to stay in this area. Like my whole life is set up here. Oh, I feel like I'm such a high maintenance bitch. It's like, it's got to be like, it can't be any carpet in the house. You know, we have to be able to have Charlie. Like I've tried to talk to Gus and be like, you know, can we just like go without Charlie if it's just for a few months? But then you can't get a rental for like, it's like Charlie just cried. Did you hear that? At the like exact time I was like, get rid of Charlie for 3 months. But at the same time, like it would be so sad to not live with Charlie. It would break Billie's heart. I mean, it would break Gus's heart, but it would break Billie's heart. And that breaks my heart. So we're gonna have a place for Charlie. I want to be close-ish to Billie's school. Yeah, lots of little things. Even like if I have a second baby, like I want to be able to bath the baby. Although Billie would do anything to have Charlie. Yes, Billie would do anything to have you sleep with her. She always says to me, Mom, it's okay. Charlie can come into my room. I go, Billie, no, he can't come into your room. He's not allowed in your room. Charlie and I have been on 2 walks for 10 minutes because it's the only time today it didn't rain. And the rest of the day I've literally been in here on my computer, just like doing random shit. These are like the, you know, first world problems of like when you run your own business and you got employees and they're off and you're just trying to make sure shit gets done. And people's like, people get responded to and think like, you know, things are getting progressed, and I had to review all these things that I got her to do for me last week and blah, blah, blah. I just want to make sure I have somewhere to live. That's about it. And then have a baby. But all in all, I know I'm going to be okay. There are amazing things happening with FlowFit, like amazing. These teas just like, it just keeps kicking on, and I swear I don't do anything for that business. I just enjoy drinking my teas, and then people just keep buying them. And that's just how these teas works. But FlowFit, you know, I really like, that's my baby. Really looking at like, how can I get this into the hands of people who are really going to appreciate it as much as possible? And how do I get the awareness out there, you know, of what a freaking great program it is? Like, here's 3 angles I literally wrote down. I wasn't going to show you this, but it's the ways that I could basically market FlowFit, because it is such a one size fits all, honestly. It really is. to lose weight healthily or in a healthy way and maintain your metabolism, that's kind of one aspect. It's like gearing to people like with weight loss, because that is absolutely what it can do. It's okay if you want to lose weight, by the way, totally up to you, as long as it's not extreme. Like, it's set up so that it's healthy and it's not extreme. So if you just follow FlowFit, you won't you won't become waif thin. Like it just doesn't, it's not how it works. And it doesn't go below 1,200 calories either. So you got 1,200 calories, 1,500 calories, 1,800 calories, 2,100 calories. Then it's also a natural alternative to IVF, or it's natural prep for IVF. Let's say you book an IVF appointment with your specialist. You can't get in to see them for 4 months. What are you going to do in the meantime? Just fingers crossed and hope for the best and just keep living your life the same way, because whatever problem got you to needing IVF, you're not fixing. Okay, maybe I start to talk to, some people in the IVF community and see, because I've had plenty of clients to help them fall pregnant naturally or to improve their chances when they do IVF. So that's happened multiple times in my one-on-one businesses. Like, I haven't spoken to anybody's IVF with FlowFit as a group coaching because it's not as one-on-one like that. There are definitely women who are in FlowFit that have tried IVF and they haven't succeeded. And then there are women who have fallen pregnant naturally as well. And like I've said so many times, I've gotten like DMs with women calling me, crying, thanking me for helping them fall pregnant. Like, the fact that I could give you a child, like, tell me what better thing in life I could do than help give you the love that I have for my daughter, please. And the other way that it can be marketed is 6 weeks to heal your PCOS, because it helps all of the issues that come with PCOS, which is like the stubborn weight gain, the extreme hair growth, skin breaking out, you get bloated, you get mood swings, you get really tired, like all those, it helps with all those things. So like, I actually struggle with how to market FlowFit because it's such a one-size-fits-all program for so many different things, for so many different reasons, but very specific. I was going to say my target demographic is you, because you're in your 20s and 30s and you're a female and you're menstruating. Because even if you don't want to fall pregnant, you still need to be fertile for you to feel healthy, because your hormones affect your health and affect your daily life. If you think that the only time that your hormones affect you is because is when you bleed, that is incorrect. You're actually, the only one time your hormones don't affect you is when you bleed, because that's when they fall. So it's only when all your hormones fall that you can actually bleed. You're being affected by your hormones every single day of the month. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about FlowFit. FlowFit is fucking phenomenal. And there's just no two ways about it. And I'm going to use it and continuing to use it to fall pregnant myself. I just have to actively go back to maintain not trying to fall pregnant, which is kind of annoying. But, again, for reasons I disclosed earlier, it's all G. It's gonna be all right. I hope you have a lovely day. You're gonna hear me ramble for 20 minutes or thereabouts.